That pre-cruise hotel bill is the vacation buzzkill nobody talks about, right? You've scored a fantastic deal on your dream cruise. You're picturing cocktails on the Lido deck, and then bam, $200, $300, even $400 or more for a single night in a so-so hotel near the port. It feels like a mandatory tax on your vacation fund. But what if I told you that on our last cruise, we stayed in a genuinely luxurious hotel minutes from the port and paid exactly zero? Nothing, zilch, and no, we absolutely did not sleep in our car or curled up on a bench in the cruise terminal. Stick with me because I'm about to show you the exact replicable strategy we used and how you can do it too. This isn't just about saving a little bit of cash. It's about starting your vacation feeling like a VIP and not like you've just been fleeced.
Hey, I'm Pam. I cruise on casino deals, fly with points, and stretch every dollar in port. From free flights to frugal adventures, I'm here to show you how travel doesn't have to cost a fortune. This is Points and Ports with Pam.
Okay, let's be real. The night before the cruise is pretty much essential for most of us, especially if you're flying in or you have a long drive to the port. Nobody wants to risk missing the ship due to a flight delay or a traffic nightmare. It's just smart planning to arrive a day early. But the hotels near the cruise ports, they know they have a captive audience, and oh boy, do the prices show it. You're caught between a rock and a hard place. Pay an outrageous rate for a decent hotel or risk a much cheaper but potentially, let's just say, less inspiring option right when you want to be getting into that relaxed vacation mindset. I remember looking at prices for our pre-cruise stay and just feeling my excitement drain away. Hundreds of dollars for a standard room that we'd barely be in for 12 hours. It felt wasteful. It felt like money that could be spent on an amazing shore excursion, a specialty dining experience on board, or, literally anything else. That frustration is what pushed me into finding a better way. I was determined not to let that pre-cruise hotel suck the joy and the funds out of our much anticipated trip. So how do we dodge that pricey hotel bill and still wake up refreshed and ready for our cruise in a beautiful room? The answer, my friends, is all about credit card points. Now, before you click away thinking this is some super complicated, only for experts kind of thing, I promise you, it's way more accessible than you think. I'm not a financial guru, just a regular person who loves to travel and hates wasting money, especially because I don't have money to waste. It all started with a bit of research. I'd heard about travel hacking and using points for flights, but I hadn't seriously considered it for hotels, especially not for that specific must-have pre-cruise night. The more I dug, the more I realized that with a little bit of strategy, those points could get you into some seriously good hotel stays, and not just basic rooms, but generally nice hotels. The kind of place that makes you feel like your vacation has already started before you even see the ship. Let's break it down. Why this pre-cruise hotel cost feels like such a punch to the gut. First, it's often an unexpected major expense for many first-time cruisers. You budget for the cruise itself, maybe the flights, perhaps even some onboard spending. But a $300 hotel the night before, that just often doesn't make the initial budget spreadsheet. Second, the timing is terrible. You're at the peak of your pre-vacation excitement and suddenly you're shelling out a significant sum for something that feels purely functional, not fun. It's like paying a massive cover charge just to get into the actual party. This isn't just about the money, it's about the value. You want every dollar of your vacation budget to go towards an amazing experience. A generic, overpriced hotel room rarely feels like it's pulling its weight. And it's not just a one-off. If you cruise regularly, these pre-cruise and sometimes post-cruise hotel stays add up to thousands of dollars over the years. Imagine what else you could do with that money. That's why finding a way to slash or eliminate this cost isn't just a minor saving, it's a huge difference in how you can afford and enjoy your cruise vacations. Cruise line hotel packages might offer convenience, bundling transfers and stays, but they don't always offer the free aspect that we're aiming for. Now, when faced with high hotel prices, some creative, shall we say, ideas might pop in your head. Maybe we can just sleep at the airport, not comfy and not even allowed for that long. What if we drove through the night and arrive at the port at 6 a.m.? Exhausting, stressful, and a terrible way to start vacation. Can we just sleep in the car near the port? Security will likely have something to say about that. Not to mention the serious lack of comfort and amenities like, a bathroom. And let's just be clear. While you might find an ultra budget motel an hour away from the port, the savings aren't worth the added hassle. Transportation costs back to the port and the potential for a grim start to your trip. We're not looking to suffer before the cruise. We're looking to be smart and actively enhance the experience. These less than ideal options just highlight how valuable a good, conveniently located, and free pre-cruise hotel stay really is. Even options like Airbnb or Vrbo, which can be cost effective, especially for groups, still involve a cost and don't always provide that luxurious start for $0. This is where the game changes. The golden ticket for us, and potentially for you, is using credit card reward points, specifically those that can be used for hotel stays. Lots of people have credit cards and earn points or miles, but a surprising number don't realize the incredible value that can be offered for accommodations. The basic idea is simple. You use a specific credit card for your regular spending, groceries, gas, bills, anything you're buying anyway. Or you might get a card that offers a hefty sign-on bonus after meeting a certain spending target in a few months. These points add up, and then instead of cashing them in for low-value statement credit or a toaster, you can use them for hotel nights. There are a few main types of cards that are fantastic for this. Hotel co-branded credit cards. Think Marriott Bonvoy, Hilton Honors, IHG reward cards. These cards often come with perks like annual free night certificates, automatic elite status, which can mean room upgrades or free breakfast, and bonus points for spending at their properties. Some Marriott cards, for example, offer free night awards that can be worth up to 50,000 points. If you saw one of my previous videos, when we had to go to Austin for a family deal, we got 2 rooms, one for us and one for our son, for free with Marriott. Nice hotel, free. Flexible point credit cards. These are cards like Chase Sapphire Preferred, American Express membership reward cards, or Capital One Venture cards. The points you earn are part of the card issuer's own reward program and can often be transferred to a variety of airline and hotel partners, giving you awesome flexibility. Or you can book hotels directly through their travel portals. Sometimes they're even a better deal right through their portals. The key is figuring out which card strategy fits your spending habits and travel goals. For a pre-cruise hotel, being able to pick a specific hotel chain near the port is crucial, and that's where both types of cards can really shine. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty of how we made this happen for our last cruise. A while back, we signed up for a hotel co-branded credit card when they had a particularly good welcome bonus offer. It was something like earn X number of points after spending Y dollars in the first 3 months. We strategically timed this with some larger planned expenses, not manufactured spending, just regular life stuff we could put on a card and pay off immediately. This welcome bonus alone gave us a hefty chunk of points, enough for a couple of free nights at many of their properties. Many cards come with these kind of bonuses. For example, some Marriott cards have offered sign-up bonuses that include multiple free night awards. Like the card I signed up for gave me 5 free nights. Identifying the hotel and check-in availability. Once we knew our cruise port and date, I went straight to that hotel chain's website. I searched for hotels near the port for our pre-cruise night. And here's a big tip. I selected the option to pay with points or use points. This is key. Not all rooms at all hotels are always available on points, especially during peak times. So planning ahead really helps. We found a fantastic, highly rated hotel, part of the chain that we had points with, just a 10-minute ride share away from the cruise terminal. We actually could have walked, it was less than a mile. And it was available on points for a reasonable amount. Score. The booking itself was relatively easy. It was just like making any other regular online hotel reservation, but instead of paying with a credit card, we redeemed points. The total cost was $0. Some hotels do have resort fees even with award stays, so that's something to double check, but in our case, didn't have any extra mandatory fees for award nights. This is the beautiful part. We got the room, the comfort, the luxury, the convenience, and our bank account remained untouched for that pre-cruise night. That $300, $400, or even more that would have normally vanished from our vacation budget, still there, ready for fun things. And it seriously felt like we'd cracked a secret code. This strategy isn't about going in debt. It's about being smart with how you spend money you'd already spend and directing the rewards into high-value travel experiences like a free pre-cruise hotel night. Now, you might be thinking, okay, free is great, but was the hotel actually any good? Let me tell you, this wasn't some dingy last resort kind of place because we used points from a major hotel chain. We stayed in a well-known, reputable hotel. We're talking a comfortable king-size bed, a spacious, clean room, great amenities, a nice lobby, helpful staff, the whole 9 yards, even free breakfast. We woke up feeling relaxed and refreshed, had a chill morning, and then took a short, stress-free ride to the cruise port. They even had a van that took us there for free. There was no frantic rushing, no worrying about traffic from a distant hotel. It set such a positive, calm tone for the entire cruise. If we had paid cash for the exact same room, it would have easily been over $300 for the night, considering the location and the time of year, but for us, $0. That's an incredible saving. But more than that, it was a feeling of starting our vacation with such a smart, value-packed win. It felt like a travel superpower. This is the luxury for free aspect that makes this strategy so much more appealing than just finding a slightly cheaper but still costly hotel. I know some of you are thinking, this sounds too complicated, or I don't spend enough to earn that many points, or credit card rewards are confusing. I totally get it. There is a bit of a learning curve to becoming a true points guru who flies first class around the world for pennies. But for this specific goal, a free pre-cruise hotel night is much more doable than you imagine. There are a few things to remember. Start simple. You don't need 10 different credit cards. Often one good hotel co-branded card or one flexible travel card is enough to make this happen. Welcome bonuses are key. For many people, the fastest way to get enough points for a free night or two is by hitting the minimum spend for a card's welcome bonus. Think about timing your application before you have a large planned purchase that you can put on the card and pay off immediately, of course. You don't want to carry a balance. Everyday spending adds up. Even without a large sign-up bonus, consistently using your chosen reward card for everyday purchases, and again, paying it off in full each month to avoid that interest, will steadily build your points balance. Loyalty pays. Sticking with one or two hotel programs helps you concentrate your points and earn award night faster. Don't be intimidated. There's tons of free, reliable sources online, like the Points Guy, NerdWallet, various travel blogs that break down credit card rewards in plain English and can help you find a card that suits your situation. The most important rule, and I can't stress this enough, is to never Spend more than you would normally spend just to earn the points. And always, always, always pay your card balance in full each month. If you do that, the points are generally a free reward. Now, there's a couple of sites I've mentioned before. If you didn't watch my Fly for Free video, go back and watch that one. I'll link it here. Get Travel Freely. It's a free app. You can put your cards in there when you get a new credit card. You put when your bonuses due, how much you have to spend, and then you can track your cards to make sure you're on track for your bonus. Also, it'll tell you the next year when your annual fee might be due. And don't stress over the annual fee because, most cards do have one, but one free night covers the annual fee and then some. Also, there's a great program called Daily Drop Pro that we use, and you can look for the best flight, the best hotel, and it's super easy. And I'm going to put the link in the description for you to go check that out. There are free versions for it. You can also pay for it. And guys, they're having their summer special right now, $99 for a year. That's less than one night hotel at a cruise port. People try all sorts of things to cut down on that pre-cruise hotel cost, like what we talked about. Cruise lines themselves often offer pre-cruise hotel packages, sometimes bundled with transfers. These can be convenient and occasionally a good deal, especially if there's a promotion. However, they rarely mean a true free stay, and you're limited to the hotels the cruise line partners with. Alternative spots like Airbnb or Vrbo can also be cheaper than hotels, particularly for larger families or groups needing more space or kitchen facilities. That's a perfectly fine strategy for saving money overall, but for that specific goal of a luxurious, hassle-free pre-cruise night for $0, the credit card point strategy, especially with hotel-specific cards or flexible points transferred to hotel partners, often gives you the better experience without out-of-pocket cost. You get the brand standards, often a better location near the port, and maybe even elite perks if your card offers them. While some might try arriving on the day of embarkation, using cruise line transfers to skip a hotel altogether, this carries the risk of missing the ship if there's any travel delays at all. For peace of mind, arriving the day before is really the way to go, and our strategy makes that financially painless. Our method focuses on turning an unavoidable expense into a free luxury stay, which is kind of a win. It's not just about saving money, it's about upgrading the start of your vacation. So what do you think? Is this a pre-cruise hack that you'd be willing to try? If you found this breakdown helpful, please give me a video thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future cruise hacks and cruise tips that will save you money and help you travel smarter. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's the most you've ever paid for a pre-cruise hotel? Larry and I paid $379 one night. Oh my God. It was like, what? Or do you have your own secret strategy for saving on that pre-cruise departure night? Share your experiences and questions. Let's help each other travel better. Stop letting that pre-cruise hotel bill be a source of stress and drain your vacation budget. With a little strategic planning, using credit card points, you absolutely can get a luxurious pre-cruise stay for $0. We did it, and you can too. It's about being informed, choosing the right tools, and turning everyday spending into fantastic travel experiences. Imagine starting your next cruise vacation completely relaxed, knowing you just enjoyed an amazing hotel stay without it costing you a dime. That's not an insane dream, it's a total achievable reality. Now go plan that amazing and smarter cruise vacation. This has been step 3 of our frugal cruise method. We went over getting the cruise cheap, flying for free, and now your hotel for free. Join us next week when we go into our episode 4, which is going to be putting it all together. How Larry and I just got back from a cruise where we spent, I'll tell you in the next one. Bye now.